Alright, and welcome back. We're here in Klamath, and I guess last time, Lily's still not really having much luck. Wasn't able to, well, skin any geckos, or learn how to, I guess, in Sulik's tribe, southwest by the Great Salt Water. Actually, I think before we go on, I just wanted to make a slight change. This brightness level, I had a request to maybe lower it. I don't want to go too much. I think we'll just do it a touch, and then I think it needs to be more. Maybe we'll do that later on, just in little increments. Otherwise, Lily is pretty destitute. She has rocks, fish, scorpion tails, I think. Look at that. Hakunin, I guess, could make some more healing powders. I think she's just gonna borrow a few things on a more or less permanent basis if nobody's witness to it. I guess this might be Maida's office. Look at that. Gecko pelts. Holy cow. $45 and a stim pack. Certainly use that. I guess maybe this is Maida's bedroom. Always forget these numbers. I don't know. I guess Sulik wouldn't necessarily step up to bash the door down, which is probably a good thing. He's probably alert everybody. Alright. Otherwise, I think we might be traveling north. Not necessarily right away. I think she wants to look around Klamath a bit. And maybe look for Smiley the Trapper. Not sure who's saying that. I guess that's a kid. Maybe trying to overhear at least the conversation between Sojag the bartender and this guy. Doesn't sound very friendly. He's spitting on the floor. Alright. But yeah, I was gonna say Smiley the Trapper. Sounds like there could be a chance there, being he is a trapper. We're also going to visit, hopefully, Trapper Town. Somebody there might also know about geckos. But, she doesn't have any luck after, if we can even find Smiley. I think she's going to have to swallow some pride and maybe go back to... Kid's asking if Lily's married. She's probably giving him a dirty look. Yeah, swallow some pride and maybe go back to Sulik's tribe. And, boy, even help without any promise of anything in return. See if then they'll be gracious enough to teach her about skinning geckos. Look at that, $56. And booze. Certainly not going to let Sulik have any. Apparently he can't handle his liquor if he wrecked the bar at Buckner's. Alright. All these locked doors. So I think the bathhouse was over here. Again, her thing is really not scavenging, but... Oh, you know what? Let's just sell these things with Sojag. I think he has the best prices. Maida doesn't like Lily. Yeah. He's even remarking, though, how she's not very popular. But at least sell... Yeah. Let's see. What does he have? Look at that. Alright. 220 worth. 110. Selling some fish. Alright, that's too much. Holy cow. Wow, the fish are awfully valuable. You know what, maybe she can get some stim packs then. Prefer that. Of course, he has this... Man, I don't remember any of this. The problem with firearms is they don't last very long. They usually explode after a few uses. I'm not sure she wants to invest in that right away. I think I'll go with stim packs. She can always heal. Whoa. Sulik. What are the rocks worth? Nothing. Well, if she can get, let's see, stim packs instead of healing powders. Alright. Not getting very far. Throwing in, I don't think she needs knives either. Wow, we're getting close. $787. So let's, of course, Sulik has to earn his own armor, which she's hoping to do by hunting geckos. $92, is that right? Okay. It's getting 2 stim packs. Doesn't seem like the greatest deal, but she's getting rid of those rocks and the stolen goods. All right. Yeah, so I want to talk to Jenny about, I think it's called The Den, where she's from. This isn't even it. What is this place? Could be dangerous. One of 2 very similar looking men. Could be twins. Heavily muscled and have beetling brows. I don't think Lilly wants to get involved. Yeah, she wants to find out about the den, because ultimately we're going to be going there. Alright, here's a plump older woman with a large nose. I think it was Big Nose Sal owned the bathhouse. So I guess it's a mistress. Maybe it's short for Sally then. Attractive but tired young woman. Alright, speaking with woman with a big nose. Before we go any further, you gotta know that the baths are for individuals, not groups. You can make your own arrangements, and then your friends can do as they please on their own. I guess she's looking at Sulik. Look at that, 47. Alright. So Big Nose Sal. Yeah. Alright. My name's Big Nose Sally Dunton. And I'm the owner of this here bathhouse. I'm afraid that we just have girl bath attendants here. Alright with you? Of course that's fine with Lilly. But, it's not really even why we're here. The special baths that we have available vary in cost by the amount of time that the gal spends with you, and any special services that you might take advantage of. Yeah, I think she's guessing the cost of the attendant varies with their appearance. The baths that we have available are, of course, I'm sure the game is going to make this as crass as possible. A washcloth hand wipe. Whoops. A brief full body wash, and lastly, the round the world full squeaky clean servicing offered by the beautiful and talented Jenny. There we go. Recently trained at the finest house in the den. Of course, she wants to talk to Jenny, but I'm not sure she has to do it this way. Although, actually, not the way that the game puts it, but this would be something I think, in all honesty, Lilly would be interested in. She may be reserved, but she is in touch, I guess, with her own sexuality. Not to mention, she's probably never had a hot bath in her life. And let's be honest, Lilly's, I guess, a pillow queen. So I think to be catered to in such an erotic fashion probably fulfills some fantasy of hers. So I'd at least allow her that. But I doubt that she's going to have the cash to do anything like this. But yeah, I guess this was Jenny's service, asking more about that, because really that's who we want to talk to. Yeah, I'm sure that your experience with beautiful Jenny will be one that you'll savor for quite a while. A real bargain at only $125. That's more than half the money that she has. Yeah, gonna have to decline. Maybe we can just pop into Jenny's room. But I think, 'cause Lily's sure she's gonna be rich one day. Maybe the Golden Gecko Pelt Queen of the Wasteland. She might come back here at that point. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry we couldn't help you out. Come back later. Hopefully we're allowed to look around. Or they let kids in here. Maybe it's Sally's kid. Yeah, she would never hire the services of a companion, I think, if she were to be witnessed by other female companions in her company. Alright, speaking of this woman. Hello there, cute stuff. My name's Jenny. You looking for work here? If you move as good as you look, you could really make some good money here. Alright, so here's Jenny. She's got healing powders. Maybe take these for Sulik. The cheap stuff. In case he needs it. Alright. Not sure what else. Yeah, she still has this. Alright. Yeah, so hopefully we can find out a little bit about the den. I guess she used to work at a bathhouse there. Yeah, so asking for some questions. Although, would like to ask about Vic as well. You know what, I think while we have this opportunity, I'm going to take this first. You're interested in traders, huh? Well, I mostly just worked for one trader. Vic was his name. He always had extra money to blow, at least when he worked, he did. See, he specialized in really old stuff, you know, technical thingies. That didn't help very much at all. Yeah, ask him more about Vic. Whoops. Click the wrong option there. Wouldn't be surprised. Alright. Yeah. Ask him more about Vic. Vic was a real sweetheart. He'd go off for weeks at a time, but then come back with all kinds of before-time things, but he often had to travel to the den to sell them, so I think we already know that he's probably there. But Lily doesn't feel prepared to go there yet. Not much call for that sort of stuff around here. I think she wants to go there only with a firearm, and probably a few firearms. 'Cause most of them will likely explode if she tries to use them. Yeah, asking what other Vault-Tec items he might have had. Yeah, she's not sure. Yeah, asking Jenny about the Gek. She doesn't have much faith Jenny knows anything. What's that? Some kind of small gecko, I'd guess? Sorry, I don't know what else it would be. Alright. Alright. Well. Alright, here we go. Asking Jenny about trappers. They get a few gecko pelts or get lucky with a few golden geckos, and then they come in to blow off some steam. Quick and not too demanding, just the way I like them. Yeah, alright. But I guess, well, yeah, Ma Buckner probably never let Smiley come here, so I guess she wouldn't know about him. Alright. She has to get ready for another customer. Thank God. Gotta just see what else is here. The storage room with, looks like a mattress. Yeah, I think she's gonna hawk whatever she can. What is this? Oh, here's another, another attendant, I guess. I used to be pure as snow, but then I drifted. She's not gonna rob, I think, any... Oh yeah, people are here. I guess here's another girl. She looks bored. You know how to whistle, don't you? Yeah, maybe when Lily's the Golden Gecko Pelt Queen, she can hire Jenny as her personal attendant on a permanent basis. Look at that. Love you long time. Whistling at Lily. Alright. It's probably the cheap one. So I think... Boy, these maps.